What I like the most is its high speed stability. Okay, these are all the positive. And what about cons? Yes, it has. This issue is not only for Bergman but also for other sports scooters which may be a little uncomfortable while riding in rural area or Hello friends, welcome to Moto360. Suzuki's Bergman series is one of the familiar scooters among the touring enthusiasts globally. There is a unique fan base for this scooter, only for its practicality, comfort level and easy to ride factor. Riders can cruise up to 150 to 180 kmph in empty stretches and are called maxi scooters. This is also called as touring scooters and cruise scooters. Not only Suzuki, Honda, BMW and many other brands have this type of premium maxi scooters in the global market. In India, there is no market for this segment of scooters. But Suzuki decided to use their legendary name Bergman and introduced a mini maxi scooter in the name of Bergman 125 Street couple of years ago. Now, Suzuki upgraded its Bergman 125 to BS6 norms and launched its 2020 variant. Let's dive into the details. The first major upgrade is in its fuel system. It is not carbureted anymore, it is fuel injection now. When it comes to engine, it is the same 124cc 4-stroke single-cylinder air-cooled engine that of Access 125. It produces maximum power of 8.7 PS at 6750 rpm and maximum torque of 10 Nm at 5500 rpm, which is the same power and torque output of Access 125. There is a 0.2 Nm less in torque when compared to previous version. However, this did not affect its performance. In fact, it reaches 0 to 60 kmph in 7.19 seconds and 0 to 80 kmph in 16.28 seconds, which is improved and faster than previous version, thanks to the refined FI engine. And also Bergman reaches 0 to 80 kmph 2 seconds faster than Access 125. Bergman gets a new color in BS6 variant, metallic matte red, which looks premium, attractive and enhances the look and design of the scooter much better. Front suspension is telescopic fork and rear suspension is swing arm monoshock suspension, which is designed offset like TVS NTORQ. Front tire of the scooter is 90/90 12-inch tire and in the rear 90/100 10-inch tire. Both are tubeless tires. When it comes to brakes, front wheel has 230mm disc brake and rear has drum brake. This scooter also has combined braking system, which is almost available in all BS6 scooters. At panic situation, if you apply single brake, it equally gets distributed to both the wheels, which can avoid skid and gives you a safe braking. Bergman is designed to look more premium and sporty. Its detached headlights and handlebar-like sports fairing bikes give the scooter a premium look. Detached headlight means headlight placed on the body of the scooter and it will not turn with handlebars. Scooter gets integrated ignition switch in BS6 variant. Ignition and engine kill switch comes in a single switch setup. And the next major upgrade is its headlights. DRL projector lamp comes in LED. Taillight is also made of LED. But turn indicator lights are same old bulb lights. From practicality standpoint, Suzuki scooters are always ahead. There is a front pocket in right hand side which can hold up to a half-liter water bottle. In the left, it has a closed glove box which is unique in this segment. Inside the closed glove box, there is a 12-volt USB charger so we can charge mobiles safely while riding even in rain. Also, there is a little storage place inside the glove box. A hook is available in the front which can hold up to 3 kgs. And there is a hook available below the seat. Leg floor space is wide and spacious enough to place your provisions and luggage. On the left hand side handlebar, there is a headlight ILO beam switch, turn indicator switch and horn switch. On the right hand side handlebar, there is an integrated power switch, which I already mentioned. Scooter has got fully digital instrument console, which is same that of Gixxer 150. I shall explain the details during test ride. Like that of Access 125, key hole can be locked in this scooter. Opener is provided on the back of the key to open this key hole. When you insert and turn the key right side, you can start the engine, and if you turn to the left, you can open the boot. Boot space of the scooter is 21.5 liters, which is one of the best in segment. You can place a full face helmet inside the boot, but there is no light setup provided for the boot for nighttime access. The major drawback of the scooter is its fuel lid, which is placed inside the seat, where almost all the BS6 scooters, including Access 125, had provided fuel lid outside. If provided outside, it would have been more practical. Fuel tank capacity is 5.5 liters, which is 0.1 liter less than previous version. On the cosmetic side, exhaust muffler design has been changed slightly in this version. In rear, scooter has got a nice big glossy finish and ride. It also has a nice windshield, which prevents wind blast while cruising top speeds. Scooter has got wide and spacious seat, stitch quality looks premium. When it comes to dimension, Bergman's overall length is 1880 mm. Ground clearance is 160 mm, seat height is 780 mm and curb weight is 110 kg. When compared to previous version, rate has been increased by 1800 rupees. There are no variation on models or cosmetics. Variation is only with the colors. Ex-showroom price is approximately 79,700 rupees. Scooter has got 4 color variant: metallic matte red, metallic matte grey, pearl white and metallic matte black. When it comes to Suzuki's two-wheeler, paint quality is always good and premium. Bike's fit and finish, build quality all seems good and premium. Okay, let's go for the test ride. My height is 5'10". You can see now my leg is planted and comfort. My seating posture is also upright. Generally for scooters, there will be no issues on height. Anybody can ride it comfortably. But taller riders have to check whether their knees are touching their handlebars while turning it in general seating position. In this case, it's quite okay for me. There is no such problem here. Also in Bergman, you can place your leg not only in this position. You can also stretch your leg like this in this dedicated footpad. This gives you more comfortable during long rides so that you don't experience any cramps or pain. When it comes to instrument console, inside display there is speedometer, odometer, 2 trip meters, fuel gauge, clock and newly added battery voltage meter is there. And service reminder indicator is also there. Outside the display it has turn indicator, FI warning indicator, I-beam indicator, engine malfunction indicator is also there. And also there is display brightness adjustment switch is there and selection switch is provided. Okay, let's get started. My first impression, initial pickup is linear and feels same like that of Access 125. Since this is a sports scooter, I expected some more initial pickup like N-Torque, but this has got a linear power delivery. Once it reaches the mid-range, I feel Bergman is little smoother and peppier than the Access 125. Maybe because of the windshield and aerodynamic design. Maybe that's the reason this one is 2 seconds faster than Access 125 in 0 to 80 kmph range. With the FI system, Bergman is more refined and smooth compared to previous version. The unique selling point of this bike is, of course, its practicality and comfort. Comfort in the sense both riding and seating comfort, I would say. Riding and seating comfort is plush, so that we can ride this scooter a long distance comfortably when compared to other scooters. Suzuki's scooter, whether it's Bergman or Access 125. What I like the most is its high speed stability. Even in 80 or 90 kmph, this scooter gives you immense confidence to ride without any doubt or fear. Straight line stability is extraordinary. Generally, scooters have their weight distributed more in rear, and that gives you a confident lag while cruising in top speeds or while flicking in traffics. But Suzuki manages to design their scooter with weight towards the center of the body. Maybe that's the reason it is more stable on high speeds. This point is something I had already mentioned in Access review video too. If you had missed my review on Access 125, I had provided the link above or in the description box. Please take a look. You can reach top speed of 100 kmph in this scooter. Suspension is decent and good. Telescopic forks are performing well in bad roads and speed breakers. Suspension is on the softer side, not as stiff as N-Torque. When compared to Access 125, this scooter has got slight edge in top end performance, I would say. Top end is smooth, planted and refined than Access 125. So with this kind of riding and seating comfort and top speed performance, this could be a best touring machine in this segment. When I did upload my video on Access 125, there was a lot of queries coming in, asking about the vibration factor comparing with Activa. I would say Suzuki scooters are not refined as Honda. However, when you compare 100cc engine to 125cc engine, it is obvious 125cc engine will have more vibration. Access as well as Bergman tend to vibrate little during initial pickup because it is 125cc engine. But it is not annoying or bothering, it is very minimal, and after 20 kmph till 80 to 90 kmph it is butter smooth, I can say. When you do a test ride, you will understand what I am trying to say. Claimed mileage of this scooter is 45 to 50 kmpl. This 125cc helps you overcome traffic easily, and also that extra power helps you in overtaking other vehicles in highway. I said this is a better scooter for touring. I would also say this is good for city traffic. It is agile and flickable. In scooters, riding 125cc is always fun than 100cc scooters. Particularly when you are in rural or hill station, this extra power will help you in hassle-free riding. Also, if you and your pillion rider are well built, there is no compromise on the comfort factor. It has wide and spacious seat setup and very good engine which is fun to ride, and it suits all personality riders. If you are in the market who are looking for good looking and performing scooter, you can have a look at this scooter. Even if you are a beginner, you can have a look at this, because though it is a 125cc scooter, it has got linear power delivery and it is safe to start with. Okay, these are all the positive. And what about cons? Yes, it has. First thing is its fuel lid. I already did mention about the fuel lid which is placed inside the seat, when all the other BS6 scooters have placed this outside. It is disappointing that this premium category had missed on it. The next thing is its rear design. This is my personal opinion. I feel rear design is little disproportionate, because 10-inch rear wheel looks very small inside the big rear body. Like front, if they had provided 12-inch in the rear too, it may look good. Anyway, 10-inch wheel is quite perfect for performance. You guys should understand my statement. It is only the rear look of the scooter which I feel is not good, and this opinion may differ. Next concern is actually not a negative factor but a concern. They had used too much of plastics from design standpoint. After 3 or 4 years, it may tend to vibrate and rattle. Even if we claim that this scooter plastic quality is good, fit and finish is good and sturdy, after an impact or an accident, these plastic panels may weaken and may give vibrations and rattling sounds thereafter. This can also result in change of entire plastic parts or panels, which is costly and high maintenance compared to other classic scooters, which new riders or beginners should keep in their back of mind while riding this bike. This issue is not only for Bergman but also for other sports scooter and full fairing bikes with plastics. So these types of two-wheelers need extra care and experience in riding. Then the other fact is headlight, which is attached to the body of the scooter, which will not turn along with handlebars, which may be a little uncomfortable while riding in rural area or off-road at night. Again, these need extra care and experience at night while riding. So if you are planning to buy this scooter for old people or for any of your elders or beginners, please consider this point too. This is the case for all sports scooters and bikes. But Bergman headlight design is little wider and light visibility is better when compared to other sports scooter in segment. If you are a moto enthusiast and you are watching this channel for the first time, please do subscribe the channel and also press the bell icon near the subscribe button in your mobile. Then you will get the notification every time I upload the video. I also post the photographs of the vehicles that I review in this channel and latest news, infographics and latest updates in our Instagram and Facebook page. I shall also provide the link in the description. Just by a single touch you can have a look, and if you like, please follow me on the social media. Please share this video to your friends and relatives who are planning to buy Bergman or any scooter. And if you are planning to buy this scooter, please do test ride before deciding. And if you are planning to buy this scooter for the ladies at your home, they will have to do the test ride. So don't forget about this. This is something which I keep repeating in all my videos. Hope this video was informative and useful. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, please show some appreciation in the form of like and comments. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. If you have any queries, ask me in the comment section. Until I meet you in another video, take care, goodbye.